Raptoy's in the Culligan 11 on the outside of row number 3, starting 6th. And shotgun on the field in car number 17 is Richie Turner out of Fairfax, Vermont. The green flag's out. Another Saturday night of short track racing action. Takes the green flag at the Big A. They were 3 wide near the back of the pack. Andrew Bordeaux fading with the 08. I believe that's transmission number 3 that they are on to start the season with that 08 car. And he is sliding towards the back of the pack after starting on the outside of the front row. Rick Donner's taking the lead in the 1 car. It's the inside line that's been able to make pretty good progress as the 25 of Kevin Booten is also moving towards the front. Booten started in the 7th position back in row number 4, but he's already up to the 2nd spot on the inside in turn number 4 as he races against his brother. That's John Booten in the red number 23 up towards the wall. Kevin takes the 2nd spot. John slides back to 3rd. Big Daddy Don Franklin's in the 4th position. The 08 of Andrew Bordeaux was sideways towards the top of turn number 1, having a tough time getting that car around the racetrack. So again, it's car number 1 for Rick Donner, then the 25 of Kevin Booten. And it is the number 23 machine for John Booten. Good battle for the 4th spot between the 69 of Don Franklin, who's down on the inside line, trying to get to 3rd. And also in the mix is the Culligan 11 for Lance Raptoy. Raptoy will now follow in line as he's going to have to pick a line. Does he want to go with a 69 or does he want to go to the top of the racetrack? Halfway in this first qualifier, it's Rick Donner leading by a car length. 3 cars battling for 3rd as the top 2 drivers pull away from the rest of the field. Don Franklin pushes up in turn number 2 right in front of the 23 of John Booten. He had to get on the binders a little bit. That allows the 11 to pick up momentum down on the inside, and Lance Raptoy will go to 4th. John Booten sliding back to the 5th position. Top 4 cars will pick up handicap going towards tonight's 25-lap feature event for the Key RD Trailer Sales Renegade Division. It's Rick Donner in the 1, the 25 of Kevin Booten, the 69 is Don Franklin, the 11 is Lance Raptoy, car 23 is John Booten, then it is car number 17 for Richie Turner, and then the 08 of Andrew Bordeaux can see them all. Kevin Booten closed almost to the back bumper of Rick Donner that time in turns 1 and 2, but Donner pulls away down the backstretch. Booten again appears to be closing, heading toward the 3rd and 4th turns. The battle on for 3rd. Here comes Lance Raptoy in the Culligan-sponsored number 11 trying to get through on the inside with a white flag out. White flag out, and we've got a challenge for the lead. Got a good battle going on for 3rd as well. Kevin Booten dove down to the inside in turn number 2. Car pushed up the racetrack, didn't seem to get good bite. That allowed Rick Donner to drive away, and here he comes off of turn number 4. The checkered flag is out. It's going to be Donner. He'll hang on for the win. Kevin Booten's going to finish 2nd. 3rd goes to Lance Raptoy. 4th to Don Franklin. 5th to John Booten, and he's from Clayburgh. And the H2O is Rob Gordon. He's from Milton, Vermont, and that's the green flag. Vern Woodard's on the outside, trying to shoot to the lead on the top of the racetrack. Jimmy Varno's in the 07, trying to go with him. Varno was sideways off turn number 2. Look at Kurt Seymour go with a 357 car. Josh Terry also trying to move with a 43. He gets on the binders going to the 3rd turn. Jason McClatchy in the 70s trying to decide what line does he want to go in. He's going to go to the top. He's going to try to follow Kurt Seymour now with that 357, although he diamonds a turn down to the inside line. Can he keep it down to the inside? Trying to get there. A little bit of a bobble, though, off 2. And that will cost him a car length to the 07 of Jim Varno. Kurt Seymour's finished the pass. He's to the 2nd spot. Jimmy V right now holding on to that 3rd position on the inside with the 07. And here comes the 70 of McClatchy now to the top side. It's the 73 of Woodard, the 357 of Kurt Seymour. Then here comes the 70 of Jason McClatchy around the outside. He's going to 3rd. Josh Terry, the youngster from Essex, New York, in car 43, also following on that outside line, trying to get to 4th, and that's where you want to be, at least in that 4th spot. Because if you can get in the top 4, you'll pick up your handicap for the feature event. You'll start in the top 12. And if your handicap's high, you might start right on the pole. Vern Woodard's number 73 showing the way by a car length over Kurt Seymour in 357. Kurt's had a couple of tough weeks in the last 3 weeks. That's what counts towards your handicap, the last 3 weeks' performance. And if he finishes in the top 4 in this qualifier, we'll probably see that number 357 right towards the front in the feature event. Vern Woodard's running as strong as we've seen him this year with that number 73, staying on the outside line, holding on to the lead. The 357 of Kurt Seymour down to the inside. Jimmy Varno coming back after these guys with the, actually he's fallen back in the 07 car. It's the 70 of McClatchy who's working in 3rd. And the 43 of Josh Terry, 4 cars trying to battle and get into that top spot. The 357 of Seymour looks down low. The 73 of Woodard still is on the top side. McClatchy in car number 70 trying to bump draft along the front stretch. Gets a piece of the back end of the 357. and that made him sideways off the fourth turn. Vern Woodard hanging on to the lead. Josh Terry in the 43 looks down low. McClatchy now is going to the outside of Kurt Seymour, trying to take that second spot away. Rob Gordon is trying to get in on the fun. Right now he's fifth and trying to chase down the top four cars. Here they come off turn number 4. The white flag is out for Vern Woodard in car number 73. Woodard's lead is 2 car lengths off of turn number 2. Kurt Seymour back in second. Jason McClatchy in car 70 going after him on the outside line. Josh Terry holding on to fourth. Rob Gordon is closing on him for the win off of turn number 4. Vern Woodard in the 73. Second goes to Seymour. Then it's the 70 of McClatchy. Josh Terry from Morrisonville. Shotgun on the field, second place point man. In the Freihofer-sponsored 13 from West Shazy, it is Joe Warren. 7 cars coming off of turn number 4. Green flag. And from the outside line, it's Ryan Booten trying to take the lead. He will into turn number 2. Brandon Nolan's in the 44N down on the inside line. Right now it's the outside line that's the place to be as they're 3 wide going to the third turn. Karen moving to the inside of the 44N, and around the outside was the other 44. That was Tyler Terry. He's going to be in third. Joe Warren wants to roll. He's going 3 wide into turn number 1. Joe Warren will go to the top of the racetrack now as the 44N of Nolan has gone to the back of the pack. Out front, it's car 28 for Ryan Booten. The 22 of Rob Favreau trying to chase him down. Side by side racing for third between Karen and the 44 of Josh Terry. Rob Favreau in car number 22 trying to take the lead away from Ryan Booten over in turn 2. Ryan hangs on to the top position though as they head to turns 3 and 4. Side by side racing for first, and the same thing can be said for third. Mark Karen in 5 and the 44 of Tyler Terry on the outside. Rob Favreau and the 28 of Ryan Booten are racing for the lead. Joe Warren in car 13 really wants to go. He's got a fast car, but right now he's boxed with those 2 cars, the Karen 5 and the 44 of Tyler Terry in front. Thought about threading the needle and getting in on that battle for third, but then backed out of it. Halfway in this third qualifier, the Renegades, as is usually the case, a lot of side-by-side racing in this division, close competition, and Rob Favreau has taken the lead away from Ryan Booten. Now, 1 car, the 44 of Tyler Terry, who got the right side tires off into the bunker. Now they're 3 wide for third. There was a little contact into turn number 4. Joe Warren in car 13 pushed up the racetrack. The 44 of Tyler Terry had to do a slide job in turn number 4 to hang on to it. The 22 of Favreau leading by 2 car lengths. Then it's the 28 of Ryan Booten who's in that second spot. Mark Karen is third. The battle for fourth now between the 13 of Joe Warren and the 44 of Tyler Terry. 2 laps to go. Top 4 is where you want to be. If you're not in the top 4, you're not going to get your handicap, and you're starting behind the top 12 cars. And right now, Rob Favreau running strong. He's building the lead on the 28 of Ryan Booten. It's up to about 5 car lengths off of turn number 4 as the white flag is out. Mark Karen is in the third position. Joe Warren is 4th, and Tyler Terry has fallen back to 5th with car number 44. Joe Warren going after third now as he's looking inside car number 5. Here comes the field off of turn number 4. The checkered flag is out. The winner is going to be the 22 of Rob Favreau. Ryan Booten is second. Third is Mark Karen. 4th is the 13, Michel Vienne. He'll be on the outside of row number 1. Row number 2 on the inside is Greg Atkins. 4th and final row on the inside, the Saranac Country Store, 24 from Saranac Lake. That is Patrick Dupree. And shotgun on the field, 3-time winner, second place point man on board the Pulsivers logging Shamrock Bar and Grill, number 34, George Foley out of Vermontville. Green flag, 8 machines burst down into turns 1 and 2. It's Mike Reel in the 0-2. Michel Vienne going to the top of the racetrack. Again, top 4 is where you want to be if you want to pick up handicap going to the feature event. Andy Haywood in trouble with car number 80. That car pops it going into turns 3 and 4. Smoke still billowing out of the 80 machine as there's fluid coming out of that car as well all over the racetrack. And it's modified. It's a bit of a delay there with the oil line issue for the number 80 team. All right, ready to go. They boxed it up a little bit at turn number 4. There's the green flag. It was not a good start for Michel Vienne on the outside in the M25. The inside line is rolling. Vienne has lost a spot to the 10 of Pat McGrail. Foley's off the pace. George Foley. Shamrock Bar Grill number 34 off the pace. The yellow call goes out. Perhaps he heard that yellow call and was one of the first. To turn number 4. Now they're on it. Here they come along the front stretch, and there is the green flag. Better start this time for Michel on the outside line, but he's still got Pat McGrail trying to fill that inside line in car number 10. He's going to be able to hold them off at least for now as they go down the backstretch. Greg Atkins trying to run with that one car, trying to move to the inside of the 18 of Chris Kaye and take the 4th position away. The leader out front is Mike Riel in the 0-2. Then it's the M25 of Michel Vienne. Car number 10 is Pat McGrail working down on the inside line, wheel to wheel for 4th. Here comes Atkins in the 1 New York, trying to get to the inside. Chris Kaye and the 18's on the outside, sliding through turns 3 and 4. At the back of the pack is car number 24 from Patrick Dupree. Oh, Dupree really bobbled off of turn number 4. That car jerked back and forth with the number 24 machine. He is dead last. 7th place in points this late in the season. It's been a tough year for the 24 team and Patrick Dupree. They race off the 4th turn. Mike Riel continues to lead. Pat McGrail is in the 2nd spot. Max Vienne works in 3rd. Greg Atkins in 4th. Right now, those 4 cars would start in the top 12. Foley and Dupree, they'd have to start from beyond the 12th spot and come from deep in the field. Atkins trying to muscle his way through on the inside. Here comes Atkins in the 1 New York, trying to get underneath Michel Vienne. Trying to push him up the racetrack to make room for that 3rd place position, and he will. He'll get 3rd away from Michel Vienne. Challenge for the lead. No, not much of a challenge. The 10 of Pat McGrail flies underneath the 0-2 of Mike Riel as we're halfway in this first qualifier. The heat is going to be on Michel Vienne. Patrick Dupree is coming after him, looking inside in turns 1 and 2. Dupree's got good momentum, really bites off turn number 2, and he's going to take that 4th spot away. He'll get into a handicap spot with the number 24 car. Out front, it is the 10 of Pat McGrail pulling away. The 0-2 of Riel runs 2nd. The 1 New York of Atkins is 3rd. 4th is now Patrick Dupree. The M25 of Michel Vienne off the pace. He's going to go all the way to the back of the pack. Greg Atkins goes to the 2nd spot. Mike Riel's machine is fading. He's back to 3rd. Patrick Dupree about to swallow him up and take that position away and push him back to 4th. Chris Kaye in car number 18 running in the 5th spot. He sees the 0-2 fading and coming right back to him. George Foley also now in the mix. Foley wants to get in that final qualified transfer spot as we've got 2 laps to go for Pat McGrail. Mike Riel, can he hang on to 4th? Well, I don't think so. George Foley's on the top side. Chris Kaye's on the inside. Foley just flies on past. Foley now will be starting in the top 12 as he moves to the 4th position. White flag is out for Pat McGrail. McGrail leads by half the front stretch. Greg Atkins running in 2nd. Then it's Pat Dupree. Now George Foley. Mike Riel's back to 5th. Chris Kaye is 6th. Michel Vienne's gone back to the pit with the M25. Here they come for the finish. The checkered flag, it is Pat McGrail. Finishing in 2nd, Greg Atkins. 3rd, Pat Dupree. 4th, George Foley. 5th, Chris Kaye. And 6th is 12. That's where you want to be at the drop of the green. Here they come off turn number 4. Green flag is out. It was a tough week last week for Bert Thiaume in that silver bullet number 1. He finished dead last, which is something we're not all accustomed to seeing from that one team. Normally he's got a pretty good rocket ship underneath him, and he's leading off of turn number 4. He'll lead this first lap in qualifier number 2. The TDI cars are looking to roll. The B3 is down on the inside. He's going to 2nd. The 76 pushes the top turn number 2, almost gets off the racetrack. Everybody slides underneath except for the 44 of Fournier. Now he really stays hot going into the turn. He's going way up to the top of the racetrack again. That 76 is EVIL. Evil. And he is parked off the top plate. 2nd qualifier for the Mod Squad. Here they come off turn number 4 in the green flag. Aaron Bartamy's going after it on the outside line, trying to see if he can get the run off the top of turn number 2, and he does. He flies off it, too. He's going to go right to the lead. Rockets down the backstretch into turns 3 and 4. Aaron Bartamy in the TDI Repair B3 has the top spot. Pierre Bertillon will be running in 2nd. Adam Bartamy is in 3rd. Leon Gagno's 4th, but he's feeling heat. Todd Stone working the inside line. Stone trying to work off turn number 2. Gagno got a good run towards the top of the racetrack. Now Stone rockets down to the inside, trying to take 4th away, and he will in turn number 4. Todd Stone, the point leader, has the 4th position. Leon Gagno back to 5th. Now 4 fast cars at the front of the field. Going to be tough for Leon to get back into the top 4 unless somebody breaks down or makes a mistake. Right now he's a car length off the back of the Todd Stone 1X. Out front it is the B3 of Aaron Bartamy. The 76 of Mike Wells has gone back to the pit, not happy with that machine, and you can understand why. The 1 of Bert Thiaume is in the 2nd spot, but he's a good 4 car lengths off the back of the B3 bumper. And it is Adam Bartamy next. It's a Bartamy sandwich night right now for Bert Thiaume. Aaron in the B3 leads. Adam in the X runs 3rd. And you've got Bert Thiaume in the 2nd spot. So the Killer Bees run 1, 2, and 3. Bartamy, Bert Thiaume, and Bartamy. Sounds like a law firm. Then in fourth, it is the 1X of Todd Stone. In the fifth spot, it is Gagno in car number 4. It's about equidistant around the racetrack, 5 to 6 car lengths separating them as they run for position. Alain Fournier in the 44 is running in the 6th spot, well behind the pace of everybody else, and he just kicked up a whole lot of sand out of the bunker on the backstretch. 2 laps to go for Aaron Bartamy, who continues to increase the lead lap by lap. He's gaining a car length or 2 over Pierre Berthiaume in the Silver Bullet number 1. Here they come off of turn number 4. The white flag is going to be out this time. 1 to go for Aaron Bartamy with the B3. Berthiaume in the 1 Quebec is in that 2nd spot. Leon Gagno is right now on the outside looking in with only the top 4 picking up handicap for the feature event. He's back in the 5th spot. The winner is the B3 of Aaron Bartamy. 2nd is Pierre Berthiaume. 3rd is Adam Bartamy. 4th is Todd Stone. 5th is Leon Gagno in the 4. And finishing in the 6th spot will be Alain Fournier in going to the feature event. 3rd and final qualifier of the night for the Ernie's Discount Tools Modifieds. It's a slow pace as they come off of turn number 4 on the hammer down to the green flag. Craig Riel working the inside line. The 3 of Lindemann is on the top of the track. It's a diamond formation off turn number 2 down the backstretch. Now the 3 pulls even and tries to take the lead going to 3 and 4. Craig Riel working after him on the inside line, but it's the 3 on the top that will lead lap number 1. Andy Lindemann. Lindemann showing the way with the 3 car. Craig Riel works in 2nd. Here's his Max Vienne in the 25. Vienne has 3rd on the outside line, sizing up the CO2 of Craig Riel. And it's car number 78 of Vince Quinville running in the 4th spot. Top 4 will pick up handicap, and right now they're pulling away from the 5th place runner. And that would be the 17 of Durgan or the 99 of Mike Lebrecht. And the 97 of Vernal really off the pace. Good battle, almost 3 wide. It is 3 wide going to turn number 3. Oh, Quinville got into the side of Craig Riel, hit the binders, pushed up the racetrack, smacked that CO2 in the left rear. Everybody was able to stay in it, and everybody's all right, it looks like. Quenneville's in a qualified spot, and that number 78 really doesn't have to hustle the machine. You understand wanting to finish in the top 3 or as best as you can, but he's not feeling any heat in that 4th spot and really doesn't have to push it, although now he'll go around the CO2 to get 3rd. I'm sure Craig was none too pleased for that punt in the left rear. The 3 of Lindemann shows the way. Max Vienne in the 25 is sizing him up for the lead. He is in the 2nd spot down on the inside, trying to perhaps go for it in turn number 1. Halfway in this 3rd qualifier, Max Vienne working the inside off turn number 2. Could not quite get to Lindemann in the 3 machine in the 1st turn. And in 3 and 4, he'll fall in line. Vince Quinville's trying to chase him down with the number 78. He is in the 3rd spot. Again, Vienne in the 25 trying to get bite in turn number 2. Not able to get that same grip that the 3 does as the 17 of Durgan is off the pace. He's limping back to the garage. The CO2 of Craig Riel got a big piece of the bunker, and that brings Mike Lebrecht into the mix for the qualified spot in 4th. Craig Riel, CO2, having a hectic 3rd qualifier. Andy Lindemann still leading. The 25 of Vienne is right there on the back bumper, and his back bumper is filled with a 78 of Vince Quinville. 2 laps to go, qualifier number 3. Here's Quinville going to the outside of Vienne in turns 1 and 2. Vince Quinville's got a machine tonight. He's going to the 2nd spot. Max Vienne back to 3rd. Let's see if Quinville can do something with the 3 of Andy Lindemann. Lindemann works off the 4th turn. He's got 1 lap to go. Poston killed the York driver in the Dawson's Body Shop, number 3, trying to hang on for the win. Quinville gets a good run off 2. He'll close in 3 and 4. Watch him try to get right onto the back bumper. Looking outside now, diving down to the inside. It'll be a drag race for the win. It's going to be Lindemann. Lindemann wins it in 3. Quinville is 2nd. 3rd is Max Vienne. Finishing at 4th, it is the CO2 of Craig Riel. 5th will be Mike Lebrecht in the number 99. And finishing at 6th will be Chris Vernold in the number 9. That is Steve Cote. 9 machines ready to run in qualifier number 1. As they set a slow pace into turn number 4, here they come along the front stretch. Green flag. Marc-Antoine Demers in the 422 has the lead going to 1 and 2. Bucko Branham's working 3 wide, trying to thread the needle. Off turn number 2, he's got Shiniara in the number 64 down on the inside. Branham's going to stay on the top, 3 wide, running behind the 75 of Cody Myers. Through the middle, it was the 70 of Lacombe, and he's going to lose a spot. Out front, it's the 422 of Demers. Here comes the 20 of Branham to 2nd around the outside of the 64 car. He is back in 3rd now. That's Shiniara. The 18 of Sean Duquette is on the move. Duquette moves down to the inside line. Here comes the 85 of Cote. Cote was very fast in the first round here at Airborne, and he is up to the 4th spot. Shiniara is back to 5th. Then it is the 70 of Leclaire. Leclaire almost got a piece of that inside tire barrier in turn number 1. That shot him up the racetrack, but there was racing room. Robin Wood is trying to find some room with the 61 and get towards the front. The leader is Demers in the 422, but he's dirt tracking towards the 4th turn. The 20 of Bucko Branham moves through on the inside. Sean Duquette in the 18 trying to follow him through. Steve Cote in the number 85 running in the 4th position will look to move to that inside line as well and grab 3rd away from Demers in the 422. The 70 of Lacombe is trying to play catch up right now, working in the 5th spot with the Dumont sponsored number 70 machine. Then he's got Robin Wood working off of his back bumper. Robin Wood was one of the fastest cars in practice. As a matter of fact, in the second practice round, that 61 was the fastest race car on the track. So it's the 20 of Bucko Branham showing the way. Sean Duquette's number 18 is in the 2nd position as we're halfway in the 1st qualifier. Branham, Duquette, Cote in the 85, Demers in the 422. He's got the 4th and final qualifying spot in terms of the redraw. And the 61 of Robin Wood is trying to come after him on the outside line. Robin Wood as 5th at the start-finish line. And he'll continue to work the middle and top of the racetrack, trying to get around Marc-Antoine Demers in the 422. Demers right now is 4th, but Robin Wood is moving. And on the outside, noses out into that 4th spot. Here comes Robin Wood. Demers is sideways off of turn number 4, and Robin Wood is going to go to 4th. The leader is Bucko Branham. Sean Duquette is 2nd. Steve Cote in the 85, trying to get underneath off turn number 2 and take that 2nd spot away. Running in 4th, it is Robin Wood in car number 61, who's playing catch-up, trying to chase down the top 3 cars. Then it's Branham in car number 20. Side-by-side battle for 2nd on the outside. It's still Duquette in car number 18. Cote in the 85, trying to stick on the inside line. Gets good bite off turn number 2. Duquette's advantage is half a car length going to the 3rd turn. They trail Branham by 2.5 car lengths in turns 3 and 4. Branham works off of the 4th turn, down to the white flag. There's 1 to go for Bucko Branham. Cote again about a half car length at the start-finish line. Branham leads. Duquette on the outside, runs in the 2nd spot. Cote just about draws even off 2. Down the backstretch going to 3. Keep an eye on that battle for 2nd. The winner is going to be Bucko Branham in car number 20. Here he comes off the 4th turn. The race for 2nd down the line. It's going to be Cote in the 85. Duquette finishes 3rd. Robin Wood is 4th. 5th goes to the 70 of Martin Lacombe. And it's the 422 of Marc-Antoine Demers. 8 cars ready to run. Again, top 4 will advance to the redraw. That will set the top 12 starting spots. All right, slow pace into turn number 4. Here they come off of turn number 4. They're on it now. Down the front stretch, and there's the green flag. Pelletier in the 66 pulls away off of turn number 2. He's going to try to set sail and run away with this one. But trying to hang with him is Bouvret in the number 38, and it's the 79 of Bonnet running in the 3rd spot. Dave Raptoy's got the number 21 machine working to the inside of turn number 4. As the Furniture World of Vermont, number 21 has that 4th spot. That's where he wants to try to stay, at least in the 4th position. Maybe try to improve that to guarantee that he would be in the redraw. So the 66 of Pelletier, who won the first round here at Airborne and has run very well on this racetrack in the couple of appearances that he has made here at the Airborne Speedway, is running well out front again. And he is pulling away from the 38 of J.F. Bouvret. Jean-Francois working in the 2nd spot. Jason Bonnet in the 79 appears to be losing ground to the 38 machine. And then the 21 of Dave Raptoy, not really feeling any heat, at least at this point, for that 4th position. And that's fine with him. He wants to be in the top 4, as we mentioned. Those top 4 cars will qualify for the redraw later on. Benoit Juteau in the number 55. That's the Slick Mist sponsored number 55 in turns 3 and 4. He is in the 5th position, but doesn't seem to be making up much ground on the 21 of Raptoy. So Juteau in the 55 is 5th. The 68 of Atkins running in the 6th spot. And Chris Frenier, who started up towards the front of the field in the 3rd spot, has fallen back to 7th. And then St. Clair in the 56 is running in the 8th position. Halfway in this 2nd qualifier, and Maxime Pelletier started on point. He's trying to make this one a snooze fest. His lead is about 12 car lengths over the 38 of Bouvret, who got the right side tires just ever so slightly off the backstretch. You can see him kick up a little dirt from the bunker off the backstretch that last lap. But Bouvret has a pretty good advantage over Bonnet in the number 79. And it's the same distance from Bonnet back to the 21 of Dave Raptoy, who's got the Furniture World of Vermont 21 working in that 4th position. The 55 of Juteau trying to gain ground on Raptoy, but again, it just doesn't seem like he's making up much distance. Instead, he may have to deal with the 68 of Jamie Atkins, who is closing in. Pelletier in the 66 with a considerable half backstretch lead. Every lap, it's building the advantages by 2 to 3 car lengths, 2 to go. Bouvret in the number 38, running in the 2nd spot. Bonnet in the 79 in 3rd. Jamie Atkins trying to chase down the 55 of Juteau for the 5th position. Atkins is about a car length and a half off of his back bumper with 1 lap to go. The Big Bill work clothes, number 66. He's from Mascouche, Quebec, and Maxime Pelletier is going to see yet another checkered flag here at Airborne. He won earlier in the season, the first round of the USA Canada Masters Series here at Airborne, and he's going to win his qualifier tonight. So Max Pelletier wins. 2nd will go to Jean-Francois Bouvret. 3rd is Jason Bonnet. 4th is Dave Raptoy. 5th is Benoit Juteau in the 55. 6th is Jamie Atkins. Just about dead. 3rd and final qualifier for the limited late models. Sportsman Modifieds will be up for their first of 2 qualifiers next. Here comes the field off of turn number 4. Green flag is out. From the outside line, it's a good start for Jamie Bigor in the number 19. Bigor, though, too good of a jump from the outside line. No, they'll continue to run down the backstretch. Now the yellow call goes out over the radio. They'll work slowly into turns 3 and 4. Sebastian Joseph thinking about stepping on it. Now he's going to step on it. Here they come down the front stretch. Much better start for the 14. There's the green flag. Bigor's on the outside line. That's where his car has been faster the last few weeks, and he's going to try to fly on the outside off 2 to take the lead, and he will. Sebastian Joseph in the 14 running in the 2nd spot. Here comes the 24 of Keith Pelkey working the outside line. Pelkey through the middle, now to the top off of turn number 4 along the front stretch. He's working in 3rd, but the Sebastian Joseph 14 car is pinned down to the inside line. And Pelkey on the top, and car number 24 will go to 2nd. Joseph works in the 3rd spot, but looking to roll is car number 84 of Martin Goulet. Goulet had to get on the binders as the 14 came back down on the inside of the racetrack, and that broke the momentum of Goulet's number 84. Goulet still working down to the inside. Oh, they almost touched in turns 1 and 2. The 84 was way down to the inside of the turn, and they're side by side racing for 3rd. 2 regulars up at the Autodrome Saint Eustache, and the 84, that is Martin Goulet. The 14 is Sebastian Joseph racing for position. Give it to Goulet. He's now 3rd. And now another battle for the 4th spot. You've got the Auto Prix number 3 of Steve Legacy trying to take the 4th spot away from Sebastian Joseph. Top 4 position, that's where you want to be. Jamie Bigor is out front and leading comfortably. Keith Pelkey, another Airborne regular, runs in the 2nd spot. 3rd is Martin Goulet in the number 84. 4th is the Auto Prix 3 for Steve Legacy. Jimmy Bushy's trying to chase him down. First, he'll have to dispense with the number 14 of Sebastian Joseph. He does that and goes to 5th. Joseph is back to the 6th spot. 7th is Mike Shagnon, the 86, and running in 8th, it's the 35 of Brian McGinley. Halfway, qualifier number 3, Jamie Bigor with a sizable lead out front. Bigor through practice was about 4th or 5th quick. In the first practice, he was 4th fastest of the cars out on the racetrack and did not go out for practice number 5. They were happy with their race car through the first round of practice. Bigor's lead, a big one, over Keith Pelkey in the 24. Martin Goulet in the number 84 is in 3rd. Steve Legacy in the number 3 is 4th. Running in 5th is car number 11 of Jimmy Bushy, who bobbled that time off to it. Cost him a car length to the number 3 as he's trying to chase him down and get to that 4th spot. Lap number 7 goes up on the board. Each qualifier 10 laps this evening for the J&S Steel Limited late models, as it is an Airborne regular leading. Airborne regular running in 2nd. Then you've got an Autodrome Saint Eustache competitor in Martin Goulet running in 3rd. And in the 4th position, another Saint Eustache driver, the number 3 of Steve Legacy, in the 4th position. Jimmy Bushy still not giving up hope, trying to chase him down, but he's running out of time. He's 3 car lengths, make it 4 behind him down the backstretch as Jamie Bigor is about to take the white flag. 1 lap to go for the 19 of Bigor. 2nd is Pelkey in car number 24. The Goulet 84 continues to work 3rd. Then it's the 3 of Legacy, and he's not really feeling any heat from Jimmy Bushy. So they all appear to be in a pretty good spot as they freight train around the racetrack. It is going to be the 19 of Jamie Begor winning. In second, it is Keith Pelkey. Third is Martin Goulet. Fourth is Steve Legacy. Fifth is Jimmy Bushy. Sixth is Sebastian Joseph. Seventh, Mike Shagnon. And finishing in eighth.
Brissett and Aubin, the front row, 14 and 7. Here they come. Off of turn number 4. Down the front stretch. Green. Flag is out. Brissett in the 14 takes the lead down on the inside. Aubin's not going away, though, as he uses the top of the track to his advantage as they power down the backstretch into turn number 3. Aubin looks to pull even. Through 3 and 4, they are even, but off of 4, shooting off of 4 down the front stretch is the 14 of Brissett. The Branham number 1 wants to go on the outside. Now he's going to dive down on the inside in front of the 9J. Down the backstretch into turn number 3. They're side by side for the second spot. Branham on the inside. On the outside is Aubin. Nick Haywood taking a look at that battle. Trying to choose a line to follow. Haywood in the 29. Might have saw a hole down into the middle, but he thought better of a 3-wide move. The 9J of Jimmy and Trone's off the pace. He will pull it down in the infield and watch this race from the infield. Battle for the lead. A little bit of contact off of turn number 4. Branham looks to move through on the inside. Dead even at the front stretch. Taking the lead in turn number 2 is the 1 of Jake Branham. Here comes Nick Haywood in the number 29. The Budweiser T&B Metals Warren Tire number 29. Fast again tonight as he looks to move through down on the inside, but he can't get there yet. The Huntley Trucking number 1 of Jake Branham holding off the point leader right now of the number 29 of Nick Haywood. Haywood again with a look down on the inside. Doesn't go. Hey, how about Jesse Mueller? Mueller started dead last, and he's worked his way up to third. Halfway. Mueller and the Mueller and Sons. Number 19 looked high, had a little bit of a bobble. Here's the battle for the lead. Haywood has the nose down under Branham, but Branham shuts the door into turn number 3. Let's check it out this time down the front stretch. Branham still has the lead, and Haywood still knocking on the door down on the inside. Yellow flag is out as Fournier. He's parked on the front stretch, to say the least. Nonetheless, we're ready to go. Here they come. Slow pace. Now they get on it. Green flag. Single file restart. Jake Branham pulls away for a minute, but off of turn number 2, here comes Haywood. Haywood has the wheels there halfway up the car. Into turn number 3, almost dead even through 3 and 4. Here they come off of turn number 4. Side by side down the front stretch, dead even at the stripe. White flag was out, 1 lap to go. Nick Haywood in the 29 looks to move through on the inside. He does. Here comes Mueller maybe for the second spot. Door was open, shut by Branham. Final time off of turn number 4. Nick Haywood wins it. Jake Branham second. Jesse Mueller third. Fourth to Sebastian Fournier. Fifth, John Michael Brissett. And sixth will go to Cody Aubin. The front row. Lozier gets on it now. Here they come down the front stretch. Green. Flag is out. Through turns 1 and 2. Lozier keeps it on the racetrack. He is the leader. Battle is on right now for the 4 spot between the 24 of Susi, the R7 of Rivers, and the 33 of Bruno. They at one point were pushing a 3-wide move, as now Lonnie Rivers looks to the outside to take away the number 4 spot. 3 wide now for that number 4 spot. Bruno on the inside, Susi in the middle. Lonnie Rivers on the outside, and Rivers prevails. Look out! The 28 smacks the wall off of turn number 4. He's now got turn 4 flu, as the yellow flag is out
on the pole in the 50-lap feature later on.
Here they come. Off turn number 4. Green. Flag is out. Joe Daniels inherited the lead, and he is the leader. Works on the inside down the backstretch. LaFountain looking to go on the top of the track. Throw Lonnie Rivers in the mix. Joe Daniels pushes bad off of turn number 4, way up to the wall. Lonnie Rivers sees a hole, and he picks the inside lane. Lonnie Rivers in the R7 tries to make it stick on the inside. He does. Off of turn number 2 down the backstretch. They're side by side going into turn number 3. Lonnie Rivers pulls ahead. LaFountain and Bruno battle side by side for the 3 spot. It's halfway for the new leader, Lonnie Rivers. The Keebler Elf has pulled out in front. Joe Daniels runs second. Third is Travis Bruno. Jamie LaFountain is fourth, and Chris Susi can see them all.
I was talking earlier in practice with Kenny Davies, who works with Joe on that number 46. Remember, you weren't here last week, but last week Joe was involved in a mishap on the front stretch, a bit of a wreck. Kenny said after that, the next 2 laps, Joe Daniels reported that was the best the car had been. 2 laps, the next 2 laps that he ran after he'd been in a wreck, the fastest it's been all year long.
Well, that doesn't always happen, but 2 to go for Lonnie Rivers. Travis Bruno was able to work his way up to the second spot, as LaFountain hasn't been able to find a way by the 46, that West Side Auto car of Joe Daniels. Lonnie Rivers comes off of turn number 4, and he sees 1 lap to go. The white flag is out. This qualifier not nearly as close as the first one, as Lonnie Rivers pretty comfortable. Here they come off of turn number 4. Lonnie Rivers wins it. Second to Travis Bruno. Third, Jamie LaFountain. Fourth, Joe Daniels. The 43 is Malcolm Woodward. 8 mini mods set to go in qualifier number 1. Slow pace set by LaFountain and LaGrave. Here they come down the front stretch. Green flag is out. LaFountain in the number 41 moves through on the inside, and Rob Sines elects to pull that 3 down to the inside, as the inside line is the line that's moving. Josh Laporte in the 45B looks to move down to the inside of the 41 of LaFountain, as that car's pushing up the track off of turn number 4. Leader of lap number 1 is Timmy LaFountain. Josh Laporte in the 45B moves through on the inside, looks to complete the pass. However, LaFountain does not let him go easily. Side by side into turn number 3. Laporte's got the nose in front. Side by side for the second spot also. Throw a blanket on the top 4 cars. Laporte is the new leader. Dirty Dale O'Neill looking to move through in that inside line. LaFountain tries to settle down underneath the 45B of Laporte to make the 16 of O'Neill have to go around him on the outside, as they're halfway in this first qualifier. Laporte starting to check out in the 45B. The 16 of O'Neill is able to get around the 3 of Rob Sines, as those 3 cars are strung out for the second spot. 2 laps to go for Josh Laporte. Good racing for the 6th spot. 3 cars that are battling for the 6th spot. The 79 of LaGrave, the 43 of Woodward, and the 22 of Collins. They've all had their share of inching in front of one another, as they're almost 3 wide going into turn number 3 for the 6th spot. White flag is out for Josh Laporte. One more time around the Speedway. Laporte, the 45B. The 41 of LaFountain. Good run for Dale O'Neill that time off of turn number 2, as he looks down on the inside of LaFountain in turn number 3. O'Neill tries to make it stick. The leader and the winner off of turn number 4 is Josh Laporte. Second's going to be O'Neill. Third, LaFountain. Fourth is Rob Sines. Rounding out the top 5 is Heath Baker. And Jay LaGrave is going to be 6th, 7th, Chad Collins, and 8th. Lavarnway, outside Lavarnway, the 2 is Paul Baker. And shotgun on the field, the 47 is Eric Sales. Remember, Sales was the winner last week, 4 wins, and the point leader. Here they come off turn number 4. Green flag is out. Well, a little bit of contact early on between the 6 of Drown and the 11 of Whalen. Ty Drown ends up off of turn number 2. He doesn't have the turn 2 flu. However, he just ended up pushing off of turn number 2. Well, 2 cars going around in turn number 2. The 07 and the 2 looking to go green at the flag stand. Here they come. Green flag is out. Side by side are the 7 and the 6, Leclaire and Drown. Leclaire in the 7 down on the inside. Drown in the 6 on the outside. In turn number 3, Eric Sales now in the mix. The 47 of Sales looks to move through down on the inside, but Ty Drown's coming back, and he's got the lead on the outside. Tyson Drown in the number 6 is holding off the 7 of Leclaire. Perhaps 3 wide going into turn number 3. Nope. Eric Sales thought better of it as he backed off in the number 47. Again, that battle is side by side for the lead off of turn number 4, and Ty Drown's got it, and he's going to move down to the inside. Leclaire in the 7 with a little bump to the back bumper. Perhaps Leclaire wants to be on the top side of the track now, as we saw Ty Drown use the top of the track to success to complete the pass. Mike Whalen in the 11 heads back to the garage area. Throw a blanket on the top 3 cars. They're side by side, 3 wide almost for the lead as they're halfway. Right now they are having a Ty Drown sandwich, 3 wide off of turn number 2. The bottom is Sales, the middle is Drown, the outside's Leclaire. Into turn number 3, still 3 wide, they're dead even. Leclaire on the outside, Sales on the inside. They're looking to part the 6 of Ty Drown. White flag is out for Eric Sales. Ty Drown sideways, maybe that's going to allow the 7 of Leclaire to push off down the back stretch. Through turns 3 and 4 for the final time. The winner, Eric Sales in the number 47. Second to Josh Leclaire. Third is Ty Drown. Fourth is going to be Paul Baker when he eventually makes his way down the front stretch into the flag stand. And there he is. He finishes. He has in store for this one. He is representing the entire district.
Don't put all the pressure on him like that.
Slow pace by Bradley off of turn number 4. Now he gets on it. Green, flag is out. Real in the 0-2 had the lead, but bobbled going into turn number 1. And John Bradley was able to move through on the inside. 3 wide for the second spot. Side by side for the lead. Bradley on the inside. 0-2 Real on the outside. They're now side by side for the third spot as well, between the Clark 14 and the 54 of Jason Chris. Look out in turn number 2. Amber Turner loops it. Well, Adam Stickle sees it too, and he's going to take a hard right. He's going to slow down. Amber Turner is looking to get it back going. And she's having trouble refiring. Now she's got it going. We will stay under green. Out front, Eric Real is the leader. John Bradley is second. They're side by side for third. Jason Chris on the inside. Rob Clark on the outside. Clark sticks the nose in front through 3 and 4. Looking to get around the 69 of Bradley as well for the second spot. Halfway for the 0-2 of Eric Real. Rob Clark in the 14. Really motoring in the outside groove as he moves to the second spot on the outside. And here comes Jason Chris moving to the third spot via the inside groove. Popsicle sticks are out for the 0-2 of Eric Real. Fred Scuttle, rather, as we like to pick on Adam Stickle. He heads back to the garage area as the white flag will be out this time by for the 0-2 of Eric Real. Rob Clark's got one more lap to try and get around the 0-2 of Eric Real. He's been using the highway around the racetrack. Let's see if he can do it. Into turn number 3, Real maintains that lead. Off of turn number 4, peek down to the inside from Clark. He's not going to get there. Eric Real wins it. Rob Clark second. Third to Jason Chris. Fourth, John Bradley. Fifth to Curtis LaGrave. Sixth will be
more. That's Andrew Bordeaux. The 44N from Ausable Forks is Brandon Nolan. From Clayburgh, the Junk is Beautiful 2 for Middleman. And shotgun on the field, the 37 for Larry Underwood. That's the field. 23 cars take the green flag. 25 laps the distance for the Chiardi Trailer Sales Renegades as they work off of turn number 2. Jason McClatchy, who has 2 wins to his credit in 2012, takes the lead. As they work off of turn number 4, McClatchy will lead lap number 1. Side by side racing through much of the field. McClatchy is the leader. Running in second is the 28 of Ryan Booten. Then it's the 69 of Don Franklin. Here comes Rick Donor in car number 1 on the outside of Mark Caron's 5 car. He's trying to get the 4th spot. Caron on the inside trying to hold on to it. And then behind Donor, you've got the 11 of Lance Rob. Toya's trying to push him down the back stretch. Now the front stretch, rather, up into turns 1 and 2. Side by side racing again back through the field. Out front, it's Jason McClatchy in car number 70. Then it's the 28 of Ryan Booten on the outside. The 69 of Don Franklin works the inside. Donor trying to finish that pass on the 5 of Mark Caron and get into the 4th spot. He will on the front stretch. McClatchy leads. Franklin in the 69 works down to the inside of Ryan Booten in the 28, who's hanging on to second. The 1 of Rick Donor in the 4th position. Lance Raptoy is now in the top 5. He's got the Culligan-sponsored number 11 working in the 5th spot. Then it's the 5 of Mark Karen, the 22 of Rob Favreau, the 25 of Kevin Booten trying to move to the front. The 4, look out, there goes Rob Favreau in the 22. Favreau was down on the inside line. The rear end seemed to kick out on the 22 as he worked through the turns. There was no car running behind him on closer to the front of the field. As we're ready to run again with 4 laps complete on our way to 25. Green flag. McClatchy will move right up to the top of the racetrack and then diamond through 1 and 2. Ryan Booten, the 28, will look to follow as the 1 of Rick Donor tries to move to 3rd down the backstretch on the outside of the 69 of Don Franklin. Franklin's car tends to work better on the top of the track. Donor now can't, he's going to seal him from that top side line as he is at his door, so that pins him down to the inside. And it's going to break the momentum for the 69. While at the same time, car number 1 gets a good boost off the top of turn number 2, and Rick going to second. Lance Raptoy going to try to follow him through on the outside of the 69 of Don Franklin, who's going to try to dial in that inside line and fight back for 3rd on the inside. But the line, it does go to Donor in that 3rd spot. Donor goes to 3rd. Don Franklin runs in the 4th position. Kevin Booten in car number 25 started in the 10th spot, and he is trying to get to the top 5 now. He's got a side-by-side battle going on with Lance Raptoy for that 5th spot. On the first 5.5 laps, Booten has moved to the 6th position and is trying to get 5th. Right now he is snookered. He's got the 69 in front, he's got the 11 at his door, and he's got no place to go. He's got to wait to see how things play out. The 11 of Raptoy pushed in turn number 2, almost got off the backstretch, as now the 69 goes to the top side. That opens up the inside line for Booten in car number 25. Here they come through turn number 4. This is a good battle for the 4th position. McClatchy is checking out. Ryan Booten runs in that 2nd spot. 3rd is Rick Donor. Side by, look out, Lance Raptoy in trouble over in turn number 2. The 357 of Kurt Seymour sliding up in the middle of the backstretch. He gets a piece of Richie Turner in the 17. He comes back down the track. Everybody parts the 17 spinning. And we've got another yellow flag. Side of Kevin Booten in row number 3. Ready for a restart. 3 fast cars down on the inside line. Let's see if they can get it to hook. They work into turn number 4. Here they come down the front stretch. Green flag. McClatchy in car number 70. Ryan Booten in the outside in car number 28 trying to stick with him off 2. Can't do it. Donor in car number 1 seemed to push up the track and Buck backs up to the outside line. Look at the H2O of Rob Gordon go 3 wide. Gordon gains a spot. Lance Raptoy moves down to the inside line. He'll follow Joe Warren. The leader is Jason McClatchy. 2nd is the 28 of Ryan Booten. 3rd is Rick Donor. 4th is Kevin Booten. Then it bottlenecks. The 69 of Don Franklin is 5th. 6th is Joe Warren in the 13th. 7th is the H2O of Rob Gordon. 8th is now Lance Raptoy. 9th is Josh Terry. And rounding out the top 10 is Mark Karen in the number 5. There's a good battle between 5th and 10th on the racetrack. Joe Warren back towards Mark Karen. You've got some fast cars out on the track. Joe Warren is in that 5th spot. And Lance Raptoy and Big Daddy Don Franklin are running door-to-door down the backstretch with the 11 and the 69. And Rob Gordon's right behind him trying to pick a lane. He wants to figure out which side's going to move first and then follow them. The 1 of Rick Donor continues to work down on the inside. The 25 of Kevin Booten says, I'm going to go to the top then. Joe Warren trying to follow him at this point as they move down the backstretch. Ryan Booten runs 2nd. Jason McClatchy's checking out. The battle for 3rd now. Rick Donor in car number 1 and Kevin Booten in car number 25. McClatchy's lead is about 10 car lengths off of turn 2. Booten in the 28, hanging on to 2nd for now. Rick Donor looking inside in turns 3 and 4. Kevin Booten trying to get to his door for that 3rd spot. Donor lap by lap making strides, trying to get that position away. Joe Warren in car number 13 was almost to the back bumper of the 25 of Kevin Booten that last lap. Had a bit of a tough ride off of turn number 2, and it cost him a couple of car lengths. He's going to have to try to reel him back in. 3 cars battling for the 2nd position. The 1 of Rick Donor, the 28 of Ryan Booten, the 25 of Kevin Booten, racing down the backstretch to 3 and 4. Still side by side for the 2nd spot. Rick Donor trying to grab that 2nd position this lap. And at the line, it is still Ryan Booten in car number 28. Donor puts the nose ahead for second. Booten comes back on the outside off of 2. Don Franklin slowed off 2. The 0, 8, and 5 will both move underneath. The 69 appears to be going backwards. Jason McClatchy, half the front stretch is his lead. Ryan Booten still has that second spot on the outside. Kevin Booten has no place to go with the number 25. He's following Donor on the inside line, but Donor is now going backwards. It's the 28 who is hanging on to that second spot. Donor still trying to fight on that inside line. Joe Warren, he's tired of just sitting down low on the inside. He's going to the top. He's going to try to get to the outside of the 25 of Kevin Booten. Side-by-side racing now for the 4th position. Booten is able to pull away off of turn number 2 down the backstretch. Joe Warren comes back after him. It is Jason McClatchy leading. Ryan Booten running in the 2nd spot. Running in 3rd is Rick Donor. 4th is Kevin Booten in the 25. Joe Warren is 5th in car 13. Lance Raptoy is back in the mix. He is 6th. Kevin Booten tried to peek underneath the 1 off of turn number 2. He's still there on the inside going to turn number 3. Backed out of it into 3 and 4 as Donor took away that inside line. McClatchy is going to put a lap on Brandon Nolan in the 44 end, but the battle is still for 2nd, 3rd, 4th, and 5th. Ryan Booten has been hanging on to that 2nd spot. McClatchy has just 5 to go in the 70 car. Ryan Booten is still 2nd. Rick Donor in the 1 car still 3rd down on the inside line. Kevin Booten in the 25 still in 4th. No place to go. Then it's Joe Warren in car 13. Lance Raptoy in car number 11. Raptoy would be in 6th, and 7th would be Rob Gordon, and 8th would be Josh Terry. Running in the 9th position, it is Andrew Bordeaux. Bordeaux started 19th on the grid, and he has gone from 19th to 9th. The slower car may impact things here. The 44 end of Nolan. Donor gets around 3 wide. Now Kevin Booten goes around. Everybody works past the 44 end of Brandon Nolan. It's half the front stretch for Jason McClatchy. Now Rick Donor is into the 2nd spot. Kevin Booten still trying to hook to that back bumper. He is through to 3rd. Ryan Booten back to the 4th position on the outside line. Jason McClatchy is looking for his 3rd win of the season. He is tied for 5th in the points, and he has 2 laps to go. Rick Donor goes to the top of the track now along the front stretch. Hanging in that 2nd spot. Kevin Booten running in 3rd. Ryan Booten is back to 4th. 5th is Joe Warren in car number 13. White flag about to be unfurled for race leader Jason McClatchy. McClatchy started on the outside of row number 1. Oh, look out, the 28 of Ryan Booten trying to hang on to it. Might have been some contact along the front stretch. Good save by Ryan Booten. Final lap as they race off of turn number 4. The winner is going to be number 70, Jason McClatchy, his 3rd win of the year. Here comes the race for 2nd. Down to the line, it's going to be Rick Donor 2nd. Kevin Booten is 3rd. Finishing in the 4th spot was Joe Warren in the 13. Then car number 11 for Lance Raptoy rounds out the top 5. Rob Favreau spinning up towards the wall, just misses the wall at the end of turn number 1.
So Rob is headed downstairs. One car that was on the move in that race was the 08 of Bordeaux. Bordeaux started 19th and finished 8th. At one point, Bordeaux was turning the fastest lap times of the race. At one point, leader Jason McClatchy turned a 19.99, and Andrew Bordeaux in that 08 was turning a 19.97. So at one point, Bordeaux was the fastest car on the track. It was just unfortunate for him that he had to start in the 19th spot. But a nice job by him to hustle to the 8th spot. Jason McClatchy returns the checkers to victory lane. To the KRD Trailer Sales Renegades winner.
All right, Robbie, here's Jason McClatchy about to climb out of his car. Give a nice round of applause, everybody. That's his 3rd win of the year. Jason McClatchy gets the victory. All right. right, here's Jason McClatchy. Jay, congratulations on the third win. You started on the outside of row number 1. You led every single lap. You took the lead on the opening lap off of turn number 2. And from there, what was the focus for you?
Just keep opening it up. We've had some bad luck the last couple weeks. It feels real good to be back here. I just like to thank my sponsors: D's Pit Stop, C&N Hobby, TDI. It's their night, I think.
It is.
High Voltage Designs and Richard Tree Service. My fiance Rachel, my crew. Without these guys, we wouldn't be here. So.
You talked about how you've had a couple of weeks of tough luck. After you won 2 events earlier in the year, you didn't get discouraged, though. You found something to get you back. Obviously, the handicap kicked in tonight as well, and that helped starting on the outside row number 1. But you had fast cars that were chasing you down, and this car stayed pretty consistent throughout.
Yeah, this car is very consistent once we get it to where it needs to be. And stagger, when we get the stagger right on this car, it's hard to beat.
You had it right tonight.
Thank you.
Well, congratulations on that third win. Jason McClatchy, everybody, gets his 3rd victory of the year. Another solid run. Set to run off of turn number 4. 30 laps tonight. Green flag. Field works off through turns 1 and 2. The 3 of Lindemann pushes in 2. Here comes Adam Bartamy in the X. The B3 of Aaron Bartamy also looking to move down the inside. Adam Bartamy makes contact with the 3 of Aiden Lindemann. Really boxes up in 3 and 4. Patrick Dupree's involved. The 25 of Max Vienne involved. Yellow flag comes out. The yellow flag comes out as it really stacked up in turn number 3. That's the 3 of Lindemann and the 10 of McGrail. Keep an eye on that 10 car. If you were here last week, you know how fast that machine is. Here they come off turn number 4. Green flag. Bertillon will take the lead into turn number 2. It stacks up again off the second turn, this time down the backstretch, a little bit cleaner for everybody. Lindemann looking to the inside that time in turn 3. Craig Riel was able to close the door. Bertillon's got a 5-car length advantage to lead lap 1. Contact along the front stretch between the 18 and the 4. Up towards the first turn. The 44 of Alain Fournier with a good save at the back of the pack. Out front, it is Pierre Bertillon running in seconds. The CO2 of Craig Riel. The battle is on for 3rd. Andy Lindemann in the 3. The 10 of Patrice McGrail works on the top. McGrail in car number 10 trying to put Lindemann back to 4th. He will. Vince Quinville's trying to go as well. Quinville's been fast tonight with a 78. He looks to the inside, going to turns 3 and 4. Here comes Quinville running into the inside of the 3 of Lindemann. He opens up room and takes the spot away. They work up into the first and second turn. McGrail sizing up the CO2 of Craig Riel. He'll go to the top of the racetrack. The CO2 of Riel works down on the inside line in 3 and 4. Bertillon has built up a car length advantage on the front stretch, but now McGrail will start to chase him down. Contact along the front between Max Vienne and the 25, who appeared to come down on the 34 of George Foley, not knowing that Foley was there. Foley punches the 25 off of turn number 2. Now Todd Stone tries to get around the outside. Foley's going to go to the top of the racetrack to try to get around Max Vienne in that 25 machine. The leader is Bertillon. McGrail is chasing him down pretty quick. The 78 of Quinville runs 3rd. Aaron Bartamy's gone to 4th. Craig Riel rounds out the top 5. 6th is Andy Lindemann. 7th is the X of Adam Bartamy. Running in 8th is a good battle now. Wheel to wheel. The 24 of Patrick Dupree has 8th. Greg Atkins 9th on the inside. Todd Stone into the top 10 with the G-Stone Motors 1X. Bertillon's advantage is down to about 6 car lengths off turn number 4. Pat McGrail is chasing him down. Oh, Patrick Dupree's in trouble. Look out, problems for Atkins in the 1 New York. Todd Stone in the 1X also in trouble. Yellow flag. Atkins in the 1 New York, Todd Stone in the 1 Vermont get together. He stayed out on the track, ducked back in, and now is returning with the G-Stone Motors 1X. He's got a real good crew, and they have gone over that race car, and they'll get him back out. That is the point leader. Grail is looking to go back-to-back. He won for the first time in 3 years trying last Saturday night. Now he's trying to do it again. Ready to restart. Here they come. Off turn 4. Green flag. Bertillon, McGrail, Quinville. Craig Riel breaks. That car turned right off the top of turn number 2, and it's going to be a yellow. Yellow flag comes out. Craig Riel wanted to go left. The car did not have the same frame of mind on the racing surface. So he will rejoin at the rear of the field, and they are set to go green. Here they come off of turn number 4 as it boxes up in turns 3 and 4. Now green flag. Although Foley is still not at speed. Foley is not at speed, perhaps not a tire problem. The CO2 of Craig Riel still having difficulties. He's going back to the pit, as is Foley. There goes the second place point man as we've got a race for the lead. The one of Bertiome shows the way, looking for his second victory of the year. Pat McGrail in car number 10 looks to the outside off of turn number 2. Here comes the B3 of Aaron Bartamy at the back of the pack. The 1X of Stone, the 17 of Durgan had contact, and Durgan is parked atop turn number 2. That's going to bring out another yellow flag. Durgan is parked. Yellow flag comes out for Jason Durgan in the 17. As it's been a bit of a slam fest over the first 8 laps so far in the Ernie's Discount Tools Modified Division. Todd Stone in the 1X, Jason Durgan in the 17. I'm not sure if it was Mike Riel in row 5. Those cars rounding out the top 10. Jason Durgan has returned. They changed the right front tire on the Durgan 17. All right, here they come. Green flag. Bertiome works the inside line. McGrail goes to the top, flies off turn number 2, and Pat McGrail's going to take the lead. They drag race into turn number 3. Bertiome trying to sit with him on the inside line. McGrail takes it towards the wall off turn number 4. Down to the stripe. It's Pat McGrail in the lead. Pat McGrail takes the lead away from Pierre Bertiome, completing lap number 9, and he is trying to fly away. This is almost deja vu to last week. McGrail in car number 10. Already with a 6 car length advantage over the one of Bertiome. Pat McGrail started on the outside of row number 2 in the 4th spot. Pierre Bertiome running in second, and he's already needing binoculars to keep an eye on the leader. McGrail is checking out with a clean track in front of him. Bertiome runs in second. The B3 of Bartamy works in third. Vince Quinville works in the 4th spot. Here comes Foley back, down a number of laps with the number 34. Foley returns to the racetrack. McGrail leads. Bertiome runs second. Aaron Bartamy is third. 4th is Vince Quinville. Running in 5th, it is Adam Bartamy. 6th is Chris Kaye. The battle for 7th between Max Vienne and Leon Gagnon. Running in 9th, it is the 24 of Pat Dupree. 10th is Mike Riel. 11th is Andy Haywood. 12th is Todd Stone. 13th is Chris Vernold. 14th is the 44 of Alain Fournier. 15th is Andy Lindemann. 16th is Mike Wells. 17th, Jason Durgan. 18th is Mike Labreche. 19th right now would be George Foley down laps. Pat McGrail is turning lap times 4/10 of a second quicker than Pierre Bertiome in the 1 Quebec. That lap for McGrail was a 16.275. Bertiome with a 16.639, 4/10 of a second quicker. We're past the halfway point. Pat McGrail hits the start-finish line. Bertiome is just coming off turn 4. It's already almost a front stretch lead for the 10 of McGrail. The question will be on Bertiome. Is he going to be able to hold off Aaron Bartamy for that second place run? Because barring a mechanical problem, Patrice McGrail is checking out on everybody. One car that is on the move and perhaps had a car to win tonight was Patrick Dupree. Dupree again got spun in turn 3 after the contact between the 1 New York and the 3, and he is trying to roll. He's to the outside of Max Vienne, trying to get back towards a real good finish. He's around Vienne, and next in his sights is the 4 of Leon Gagnon. Well, this could still be a real good week for Patrick Dupree if they could build some momentum here and finish with a solid run. Let's set the field as the leader is working on the back of the pack. Pat McGrail is off of turn number 2, leading by half the racetrack. Pierre Bertiome is in second. Aaron Bartamy is in third. 4th is Vince Quinville. 5th is Adam Bartamy. And 6th is Chris Kaye. 7th it is Pat Dupree. 8th is Leon Gagnon. 9th is Max Vienne. 10th is Mike Riel. 11th is Andy Haywood. 12th, Todd Stone. 13th, Chris Vernold. 14th is Andy Lindemann. 15th is Mike Wells. 16th would be the 44 of Alain Fournier. 17th is the 99 of Mike Labreche. Labreche has gone down a lap. Pat McGrail goes underneath Labreche. Now swings to the outside around Fournier in the 44. And now he'll power down the backstretch, still leading by a full backstretch, almost a half track over the one of Bertiome. Bert Diome's advantage is 2 car lengths over the B3 of Aaron Bartamy, but it's the same gap back to the number 78 of Vince Quinville, who runs in the 4th spot. Todd Stone is starting to roll with the G-Stone Motors 1X. He's gone around the 80 of Andy Haywood and the 02 of Mike Riel, and he now goes around the 25 of Max Vienne. He is up to 9th in the G-Stone Motors 1X. So Todd Stone now in the 9th position. Max Vienne rounding out the top 10 with the 25. Next in line for the 1X will be Leon Gagnon, and he is closing quickly. Todd Stone, the last lap, 16.4. Oh, look out, Adam Bartamy sliding into the infield, going to turn number 1, and then took out the tire barrier on the inside with a B3. And Patrick Dupree, good rally to 5th. 6th, Leon Gagnon. 7th, Todd Stone from dead last up to 7th. Here they come into turn number 4 down the front stretch. Green flag. McGrail will pull away off of turn number 2. The 78 of Quinville runs in the 2nd spot. Then 3rd, it is the 18 of KA. Bartamy in the B3 works in the 4th position. Patrick Dupree trying to move on the outside with the number 24. Look at Todd Stone trying to get around Leon Gagnon. Gagnon drifted up off 4. That broke the momentum of Stone, who had to get on the binders as he was inches away from the front stretch wall off the 4th turn. Stone gets the right side off into the bunker. Tries to get back on the racetrack. Nice save by Stone, who stays up at speed. Although, let's see, does he have a problem? Trying to get a handle back on that race car. Stone lost a number of car lengths. He appears to be sliding back now. Tried to get around Gagnon in the 4 and had a tough time doing that. Here comes the B3 of Bartamy trying to get to that 3rd spot. McGrail in the 10, Quinville in the 78, the B3 of Aaron Bartamy, 4th, the 18 of Chris K.A., Patrick Dupree 5th, 6th, Leon Gagnon. Todd Stone not quite the same speed after that excursion through the bunker on the backstretch with 2 to go for Pat McGrail. McGrail is on his way to winning back-to-back feature events in the modified division. Vince Quinville looking for his best finish of the year, sitting in that 2nd spot. Now Aaron Bartamy working in 3rd as there's 1 lap to go for the modifieds. Patrick Dupree has passed Chris K.A. He is into the 4th position. K.A. running in the 5th spot. Here comes your winner through turns 3 and 4. Back-to-back wins for the driver from Candiac, Quebec. It is Patrice McGrail. Finishing in 2nd is Vince Quinville. 3rd is Aaron Bartamy. 4th, Pat Dupree. 5th, Chris K.A. 6th, Leon Gagnon. 7th, Todd Stone. 8th, Andy Haywood. 9th, Max Vienne. 10th, Mike Riel. 11th, Andy Lindeman. 12th will be the 76 of Mike Wells. 13th to Chris Vernold.
Is that Patrice has won? I believe he's 3 for 3. The last 3 that he has competed in, rather, I believe he's 3 for 3. The Wednesday night race at Dunn Tire Speedway in Lancaster, New York. Then this past Saturday night at here at the Big A. And then tonight. So I believe the last 3 races that he has been in, he has been the victor. So he will eventually finish his victory lap and bring the Fastenal Racing Brassard Mazda number 10 into victory lane. We'll have a park to Rob Knowles, waiting to talk to Patrice McGrail.
All right, it's another win for Pat McGrail. Pat, you got to get used to this. This is the 2nd week in a row. We talk to you first, and then they take the pictures afterward. Well, the car is still so fast. I mean, you started on the outside of row number 2. You made a pass of Pierre to take the lead, and then once you took the lead, you just pulled away from everybody.
Yeah, I think, since 2 weeks we found the right setup for this car, The car runs great, and we started the race, and the car this time was running very well right at the beginning of the race. And up to the end, I could say, because, Pierre was hard to pass, and I had to pass him outside. So the car is great, I can't tell. And the engine runs good, when nights are perfect, there was 2 nights in a row. So I can't ask better than that.
And now with back-to-back wins, that means handicap-wise, you're going to be charging from the middle of the pack more. So your work's really going to be cut out for you the next couple of weeks.
Yeah, that's the worst part, since I've lost a bit of points, I was third in points. So you start a little bit earlier, like 3rd or 4th position. Now I think I'm first in points, so probably I'm going to have to start at mid-pack or a little more after that.
I read earlier that you were thinking about perhaps calling it a racing career after this year, but if things are going so well right now, you're reinvigorated, you're feeling really good, and next year is a year you're probably going to come back for.
I'm 51 years old now, and I run a business, and it's tough, to do both things at the same time. But for me, it's my passion. I've been doing that all my life, so I don't know what I would do. So with a car that runs good like this, probably I'd go on for 1 more year.
Well, congratulations on getting your, what is 3rd victory of the year, 2nd here at Airborne. A great job.
Yeah, right now it's 3 in a row, so I'm very happy about that. Thank you, everybody.
That is Patrice McGrail, everyone. He's from Candiac, Quebec. And that is top 12 as we are ready to run 50 laps tonight for the USA Canada Masters Series. Here they come off turn number 4, green flag. The 3 of Legacy, the 21 of Dave Raptoy. Off turn number 2, Raptoy trying to go for the lead. Raptoy has the lead going to 3. Robin Wood thought about 3 wide to the inside of Legacy, going to the 3rd turn, but thought better of it on the inside. Raptoy leads lap number 1. He's got the Furniture World of Vermont number 21 machine out front. Running in the 2nd position, the Goulet towing 84 is Martin Goulet. Here comes Goulet to the inside. We got a yellow. Car spinning over at turn number 2. Car number 20 of Bucko Branham is involved. The 68 of Jamie Atkins. The 93 of Chris Frenier. As that brings out a yellow flag on lap with 1 lap complete. And mishap occurs on lap number 1. Let's see if he can lead a few more laps here at the start of this race. He's got the Furniture World of Vermont number 21 showing the way on the restart. Here they come through turn number 4. Green flag. The 84 of Goulet on the outside goes towards the front. Raptoy on the inside, running in the 2nd spot. Here comes the 18 of Sean Duquette. Duquette looks to the outside of Raptoy's number 21 car as they race for the 2nd position. In the lead, it is Martin Goulet in the number 84. 2nd is now Sean Duquette. The outside line starting to roll. Here comes the 38 of Jean-Francois Bouvret on the outside. Raptoy in the 21 is now 4. Steve Cote trying to get to the outside. He's running in the 5th spot. Sean Duquette comes down to the inside line in car number 18. Keep an eye on that 18 car of Sean Duquette. He was fast in practice earlier this evening, but the 84 of Martin Goulet leads by 2 car lengths off turn number 2. They work down the backstretch going to 3. Duquette closes in. Bouvret runs 3rd. Cote on the outside trying to get that 4th spot. Robin Wood's gone to the top of the racetrack as well. Robin Wood in car number 61 trying to get around the outside of the 21 of Dave Raptoy. Side-by-side racing now in the top 5. It's the 5th position. Give it to Robin Wood on the outside line. The 66 of Max Pelletier has moved up in front of Jamie Bigor in the number 19. Those 2 cars trying to work the outside of the racetrack to get to the front as well. Bucko Branham coming from the back of the pack has passed a number of cars, but right now a log jam in front of the number 20. Let's see if he can get past Jamie Atkins down to the inside line off turn number 2. Branham will move inside, gets the nose underneath going to the 3rd turn, then backs out of it as that line was taken away by Atkins with the number 68 car. Out front, the leader is still Goulet in the number 84. The 18 of Sean Duquette is just a car length off the back bumper. Steve Cote's moved to 3rd in the number 85. Then it's Bouvret in the 38 running in the 4th spot. Robin Wood is in the top 5. He's down to the inside line now with car number 61. The 66 of Pelletier has cleared the 21 of Raptoy, and he has moved into the 6th position. 7th is Jamie Bigor on the outside. The 21 of Dave Raptoy is back to 8th. 9th is the 3 of Steve Legacy. And rounding out the top 10 is Jason Bonnet with the number 79. The leader is the 84 of Goulet. Cote looks inside. The 18 of Duquette going to turns 1 and 2. Duquette able to hold him off. The 84 of Goulet was power sliding that time through the 2nd turn. Duquette stays in it going to 3 and 4. Cote works right off the back bumper in the JPN Racing number 85. Cote working in 3rd, keeping an eye on Duquette in that 2nd spot. Robin Wood coming through on the inside. He is to 4th. The 66 of Max Pelletier trying to close to the inside of the 38 and take the fifth spot away, rather. Jamie Begor also trying to hang with those top drivers out front. Sean Duquette continues to work just inside the 84 of Martin Goulet. Goulet in the 84 protects the inside line. Duquette in the 18 there through the middle. Now the 85 of Cote puts the nose underneath going to turn number 3. Keep an eye on that battle for second. Cote right off the back bumper, just inches away from Duquette in the number 18 car. That battle for second allows the 84 of Goulet to get away a little bit. His lead is now 3 car lengths. Here comes Cote looking inside again off turn number 2. Sean Duquette able to hold him off using the outside line. Steve Cote back to the inside, going to 3 and 4, trying to chase down the leader, Goulet, who works right in front of him. The leader is Martin Goulet, side by side racing for second. Steve Cote now has the second spot. Sean Duquette moves down to the inside, protecting third, right in front of Robin Wood, who had to get on the brakes. Wood runs in the 4th spot. Now looks inside, going to turn number 3. He'll back out. Sean Duquette holds on to 3rd. 4th is Robin Wood. 5th is J.F. Bouvret in the number 38. Running in the 6th spot, it is Max Pelletier in the 66. 7th is Jamie Begor. 8th is the number 21 of Dave Raptoy. Jason Bonnet is 9th. 11th is Jimmy Bushy. Running in 12th is car number 3 for Steve Legacy. 13th is the number 55 for Benoit Juteau. And here comes Bucko Branham trying to get that 13th spot away. He's 14th right now off of turn number 4. Branham moves past the 4 of Brandon Atkins and now will take the position away from Juteau. Back towards the front, the 85 trying to get past the 84, making some contact into turns 3 and 4. Cote has the inside line. Again, the leader's touch. Sideways is Goulet over in turn number 2. Here comes Cote through on the inside line. Steve Cote takes the lead away off turn 2, going the backstretch. Sean Duquette trying to go with him on the inside. Duquette in car number 18 trying to hang with the leader and take the second spot away. Martin Goulet in the number 84 now fighting on that outside line. His car was better down low. The 85 of Cote is the new leader, pulling away down the backstretch from Duquette, who is 3 car lengths behind in second. 3rd is now the 84 of Martin Goulet, but Robin Wood is trying to take that 3rd spot away. Robin Wood 3rd at the line. He's going to work the middle line around turns 1 and 2. The Chiniara number 64. Slow, but everybody's able to get around. The 66 of Max Pelletier is into the top 5. Then it's Bouvret in the 38, who is 6th. 7th is Jamie Begor in car number 19. Jason Bonnet and Dave Raptoy battling for the 8th spot. Rounding out the top 10, it's the 11 of Jimmy Bushy. 12th is Legacy. 13th is now Bucko Branham. 14th is Juteau in the 55. The 85 of Cote eyeing the 35 car of Brian McGinley to put him a lap down. You can see there's damage on the right rear of the 85 of Cote. Perhaps that happened with the contact with the 84 of Goulet. But there is damage along the right rear of the Steve Cote car. Sean Duquette's 18 running in second. Robin Wood has moved to 3rd with the number 61. The Goulet 84 is sliding backwards into the field. The 66 of Pelletier is trying to size him up as they work underneath Brian McGinley's number 35. Bouvret in the 38 and Begor in the 19 also looking to move underneath the lap car of Brian McGinley in the number 35. Begor runs in 7th. Dave Raptoy is 8th. 9th is Jason Bonnet. 10th is Jimmy Bushy, but here comes Bucko Branham trying to get into the top 10. It's taken him almost 25 laps to do it. Half the race to get to the top 10, but Branham has gone from dead last now to 10th on the inside as he takes that spot away from Jimmy Bushy at the line. Branham works through 1 and 2 into the 10th spot. The 35 of McGinley's going back to the pits. 22 laps complete. The leader, Cote, is going to work the back of the pack of the 93 of Frenier and the 56 of Casey St. Clair. The advantage over Sean Duquette is some 10 car lengths. We'll see if that 85 car fades at all. Then Robin Wood in the 61 is running in the 3rd position. The 84 of Martin Goulet is still 4th. Max Pelletier is starting to work him over to get to the 4th spot. Pelletier looks to the inside off of turn number 2 and slides sideways off of turn number 2, but it's going to bring out a yellow flag. We've got Legacy, Steve Legacy in the number 3. All right, 24 laps complete. just about halfway through this one. Steve Cote in the number 85 will set the pace. He's got Sean Duquette at his door. Here they come. Off of turn number 4, green flag. Let's see if Duquette can hang with him. Robin Wood's going to try to fill that hole down on the inside line as they work off turn number 2. Robin Wood trying to get underneath. Oh, contact off turn number 2. The 18 of Sean Duquette goes for a spin into the infield as Robin Wood tried to come through on the inside, and that's trying to make the right decision. And there were a couple of people that were here reviewing the video. All right, ready to race again off of turn number 4. There's the green flag. Steve Cote in the number 85, the 84 of Martin Goulet. Now that car had been slowing. It seemed to be off the pace. Max Pelletier in the 66 is there. J.F. Bouvret is there in the number 38. And you've got Jamie Bigor in the 19. And moving to the outside of Dave Rabtoy right now. Here comes the number 20 as we're halfway in this one. Bucko Branham goes around the 79, goes around the 21 of Dave Rabtoy, and Branham is now 6th. Side by side racing for the 3rd position. Bucko Branham, he is a man on a mission right now, and I would not doubt the 20. He is in the 6th spot. Out front, it is car number 85, Steve Cote. The 84 of Martin Goulet runs in 2nd. Running in 3rd is Max Pelletier. Jamie Bigor in car number 19 looks to the inside of the Bouvret number 38. Branham closes in on that battle that's right in front of him. He's trying to get into the top 5. Moving underneath Bouvret. Bigor goes to 4th. Here comes Branham through on the inside. Branham into the top 5 now. Steve Cote in car number 85. Oh, the 38 is going back to the garage area. There was a problem with the Bouvret number 38. They work off of turn number 4. Steve Cote is the leader. Martin Goulet runs in 2nd. 3rd is Max Pelletier in the 66. I thought Pelletier would be able to dispense with the 84 of Goulet pretty quickly, but he hasn't been able to do it. That tells me that the 85 of Cote might be on a different planet than everybody else at this point, because his lead is 12 car lengths and it's starting to increase. It's been increasing since the drop of the green flag. Cote the leader. Goulet runs 2nd. 3rd is Max Pelletier. Running in 4th is Jamie Bigor. Here comes Branham looking to the inside off turn number 2. Bucko Branham trying to get the nose underneath Jamie Bigor, going to turns 3 and 4. Bucko Branham trying to get the 4th spot away as Max Pelletier tries to get to 2nd. They race off turn number 4 side by side for the 4th position. Bigor had 4th at the line. Pelletier is sideways over in turn number 2. The battle for 4th is still ongoing. Yellow flag is out. It's Mike Shagnon over in turns 3 and 4. Shagnon spin 4 of Goulet will set the pace. Then you've got the 66 of Pelletier, the 19 of Bigor is 4th, and Bucko Branham from next to last to 5th in car number 20. Here they come off of turn number 4. That inside line starting to roll. Cote takes the green flag. The 84, let's see if he gets down to the inside. Bigor's going on the outside line. Let's see if he gets around to the 66. Goulet was sideways. That's going to break the momentum of Bigor down the backstretch. Bigor looks outside, 3 wide. No, thought better of it. Again, he has to get on the binders. He's pinned behind the 84. Pelletier in the number 66 is going to go to the 2nd spot. Off of turn number 4, Goulet dives down to the inside line. Branham in car number 20 is down on the inside. The 84 is sideways in turn number 2. 3 wide, maybe off turn. Oh, we got contact between 2 St. Eustache regulars, the 55 and the 70. The 422 gets off into the bunker. Meanwhile, back to the battle for 3rd. Goulet in the 84. Bonnet's off the pace with the 79. He's got problems. Branham to the inside of Bigor. Bigor coming back after Goulet on the outside line. Jamie Bigor's got to go now. Again, Goulet is sideways off turn number 2. Bigor is going to hang on to that 3rd spot. Branham will dispense of the 84 very quickly on the outside. Goulet's car is sliding backwards. Jimmy Bushy is closing in as well. A lot of close racing around the racetrack. Steve Cote, Max Pelletier, Jamie Bigor, now Bucko Branham going to the 4th spot. The 84 of Goulet sliding back to the 5th position. Jimmy Bushy is 6th. 7th is Brandon Atkins. 8th is the 21 of Dave Raptoy. 9th is Keith Pelkey. And rounding out the top 10, Danny Sullivan in car number 3. Good run for Sullivan in the 3 car. He is 10th. We'll check the lap times this time around. The 85 of Cote. It appears as though Pelletier is closing in with that number 66. Here's the time on the clock this time around. It is an 18.53 for Cote and 18.52 for Pelletier. So he's just a tick quicker. Bigor was turning in 18.7, and Branham, that lap, was turning in 18.8 around the racetrack. Bucko Branham trying to still finish the 84. Side-by-side racing for that 4th position. Branham has not been able to clear Goulet. Now you have to start to wonder how much abuse have those sneakers had as he's gone from next to last all the way to the 4th spot. Looks like he'll be able to finish the pass this time. Cote is back on it as he's turning a faster lap time. 16.49 for Cote, a 16.57 for Pelletier. So Cote builds the lead that last lap. The 79 of Bonnet looking to rejoin. Bouvret in the number 38 also looking to rejoin on the backstretch. Chiniara in the 64 had to take evasive action coming off of turn number 2. Bouvret in front of the leaders. Cote moves to the inside. The 66 of Pelletier will have to follow through that inside line. No, Bouvret is up to speed. Cote is starting to check out again. He is pulling away from the 66 of Max Pelletier. Jamie Bigor in car number 19 running in the 3rd spot. Bucko Branham in 4th. It appears as though the tires are starting to go away for Branham with that number 20. Again, we'll compare the lap times. The leader turning a 16.6. The 2nd place car, 16.7. Bigor, 16.7. Branham, 16.9 in the 4th spot. Pelletier goes around the Bouvret, 38. Cote has put Chiniara another lap down. Look out, we got contact over at turn number 3. Sullivan's involved. It bottlenecks in the 3rd turn. Everybody's still on the gas. They're spinning. Hard contact in turn 3. The field finally able to get on the binders heading to the 3rd turn. It brings out another yellow. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 cars involved in turn on this restart. Let's see how it goes as they're ready to punch it with 40 laps complete. 10 laps remain. Here come the leaders through turn number 4 to the green flag. Cote works down the inside line. Pelletier in the 66 tries to go with him on the outside. Bigor was sideways. Bucko Branham in car number 20 trying to take 3rd away on the outside. Bigor trying to come back on the inside. Side-by-side battle out front as well. Cote now pulling away off turn number 4. Pelletier dives down to the inside line to protect. Branham on the outside goes to 3rd with car number 20. Bigor trying to come back after him on the inside line. It's that late in the race. The outside line is where you need to be because the tires are going away. But Cote's car is just so good with that number 85. He can go anywhere on the racetrack. Steve Cote on his way. He has been the class of this field, and he is pulling away now from Max Pelletier. Next time by, he'll put lap 43 up on the board. Pelletier runs 2nd. Branham runs 3rd. Bigor now back to 4th. Running in the 5th position, it is the 84 of Goulet. They work down the backstretch into turns 3 and 4. Martin Goulet in the number 84 trying to close back in on Jamie Bigor's number 19 car. The 85 of Cote, the 66 of Pelletier run 1-2 off the 2nd turn. Branham in the 20 has a car length advantage over Bigor in the number 19. Then it's Goulet in the 84 working in 5th. 5 laps to go for Steve Cote. He finished 2nd here back at the beginning of May. Going to finish that position, it looks like, tonight by 1. Pelletier in the 66. That last lap was a 1/10 of a second slower than the leader. Branham in the number 20, turning a 18.6. Bigor turned an 18.5. Bigor's a little bit quicker than the number 20, but he's going to have to find a way around, and that's not going to be easy with just 3.5 laps remaining. Cote in the 85, dirt tracks that time through 3 and 4. It's about the only bobble we've seen from that race car the entire night. In spite of the damage that's on the right rear of that number 85 car, he has been lightning fast. The 64 spun into the infield. We are going to stay under green, it looks like. Here's the 66, now the 64 moving back out on the track with 2 laps to go for Steve Cote. Max Pelletier in the 66 is still 2nd. Bucko Branham is running in 3rd, now gaining some separation between himself and Jamie Bigor. Running in 5th, it is the 84 of Martin Goulet. Let's follow the leader on his final lap around the racetrack. Pelletier again closing in 3 and 4, but he is not in the mix to try to make a winning pass. Steve Cote works through 1 and 2. down the backstretch, leading by 6 car lengths. He's going to have to get around the Shiniara number 64, who goes to the top of the racetrack. Cote comes down to the inside line. Oh, he's right in front of the leader. Cote wins it. Pelletier finishes in second. Branham is third. Fourth is the 19 of Bigor. Fifth is Goulet in the 84. Finishing in sixth, Robin Wood up to sixth. Seventh to Jimmy Bushy. Finishing in eighth, it was the 18 of Sean Duquette. Ninth was the 24 of Keith Pelkey. And rounding out the top 10, I believe, was the 422.
So Steve Cote takes a very slow victory lap. And now he gets it going in the JPN Racing number 85. From Isle Bizard, Quebec. Nice job by Bucko Branham to charge from the rear of the field all the way up to the third place position tonight. Max Pelletier is climbing out. Nice job, Max, finishing second. Out of the car, let's have a nice round of applause for Steve Cote. We'll throw it downstairs to Rob Knowles, who's standing by.
All right, thanks, Robbie. We'll get a word with Steve in just a second. He's getting his helmet off. 50 tough laps tonight. He's out of his car now. The driver from Ile Bizarre, Quebec, the JPN Racing number 85. Come on over, Steve. Right over here. Congratulations. It's a well-earned victory tonight. Your car was the class of the field. It was steady through those 50 laps.
Yeah, my car was really good, but I didn't see that. The car was really good, but that was a really long race. I mean, a lot of caution like that. It just was crazy. I couldn't see the end of the race, but anyway, it ended really good. And I got to thanks JPN Racing, Rénovation, Normand Livgar, everybody that came here to support me, and all my crew for giving me the best car today.
Any idea how this happened on the right rear of the race car?
I have no idea. I don't remember.
Well, that's good. It didn't slow it down at all. The car was still very fast. And in the closing laps, the restarts, you had to be worried with Max at your door on these restarts. But your car was still consistent. It worked especially down low on the inside line on those restarts for you.
Yeah, well, I was trying to, especially when the 66 was in the outside. I know he's not the cleanest driver in the series, so I was trying to let the 19 be able to follow me and stay behind me and make points on the 66 because we're close on the points. But I think we did a pretty good restart tonight.
Well, congratulations on getting the win. Nice job.
Thank you.
All right, that's Steve Cote.
13 Sportsman Modified, set to go. On the hammer early is Joe Daniels. Here they come. Sideways out of turn number 4. Green. Flag is out. They were squirrely out of turn number 4 from the outside. Jake Branham takes the lead. Joe Daniels filters into the number 2 spot. Here comes Jamie LaFountain, and like a rocket ship down to the inside of Sebastian Fournier. Side by side for the 3 spots. Sideways off of turn number 4 as the 99 of Fournier takes the 3 spot. One car to watch in this race is the 19 of Mueller. Mueller was turning some of the fastest times in practice at 1.2 of a second faster than any other car. He will be the guy to watch. Out front, Jake Branham still shows the way as he's checked out somewhat, but the number 20 of Jamie LaFountain's trying to keep him within an earshot. Running in the 3rd spot is Nick Haywood. Mueller looks to run on the outside. He right now is on the outside of Bruno. Mueller a little bit bogged down behind the 46 of Joe Daniels. That allows Travis Bruno to move through on the inside, but again, Mueller uses the progressive banking on the top of the track to vault past the 33 of Bruno. Mueller now clears the 33 of Bruno and looks to assault the 46 down on the inside. The battle for second heats up as they are now side by side into turn number 3. The 29 of Haywood, the 20 of LaFountain. LaFountain sideways and shuts the door off of turn number 4. Jake Branham out front. Jamie LaFountain is second. Third is Nick Haywood. Sebastian Fournier is fourth. Fifth is Jesse Mueller. The battle for sixth is side by side between the 33 and the 46 Travis Bruno and Joe Daniels. 8th is Lonnie Rivers. 9th is John Michael Brissett. 10th is Chris Susi. 11th is the 7 of Cody Amon. 12th is Jimmy Introne. A very quick pace in that number 1. LaFountain on the outside. Here they come off of turn number 4. Whoa, look out, contact. That boxed up the field. Branham pushed up the track on the start. Got a piece of the number 20, and that boxed up the field. Nice evasive action by the field as they run down the backstretch. Jamie LaFountain was very hot into turn number 3. Got a piece of the back of the 99 of Fournier. As it appears, the 20 may be off the pace. LaFountain in the number 20, fighting an eel-handling race car. He's struggling through the turns. It looks like he's now up to speed.
Well, I think this will be a good indicator as to how good Jesse Mueller is going to be with a 19 as he tries to deal with the R7 of Lonnie Rivers. We know how good Rivers has been, winning 2 of the last 3 weeks. And look at the 19 go right after him on the outside.
Jesse Mueller in the number 19 pulls alongside the R7 of Rivers. And down the front stretch, he completes the pass, and he's on to the next one. The 33 of Travis Bruno is the next car to go a lap down, or excuse me, a spot down, as the Mueller 19 is working the rim on the outside, and it is working for him. Halfway for Jake Branham. LaFountain seems to be back up to speed, at least somewhat, as he is running ahead of the 24 of Chris Susi. Travis Bruno in the number 33 tries to move down to the inside of the 99 of Fournier. Can't do it in turn number 4. Jesse Mueller in the 19 working the rim. Ooh, the momentum broken that time as the 33 and the 99 both pushed up the track in turn number 2. Travis Bruno being a little he really wants to go down the inside, a little impatient in turn number 4. And that's going to allow Mueller to move through down on the inside as the 33 had to slow up. Jesse Mueller in the number 19 now settles into the number 3 spot. Your leader is Jake Branham. Yellow flag is out. I see smoke off of turn number 2, and it is not Eric Lozier. Perhaps the 9J.
Well, look right in front of the Gamache Truck Center. Career win in the Sportsman Modified Division, but he's sitting in 4th.
Here they come. Branham's been setting a fast pace, a little slower this time for him. Green, flag is out. The 14 of Brissett didn't seem to fire in the back of the pack. That was a log jam from Brissett on back. Jesse Mueller in the number 19 moves through down on the inside. That car is a rocket ship. He settles into the 3rd spot. The leader is Branham. 2nd is Fournier. 3rd, the 19 of Mueller, but the question is, how long? A little bit of a bobble that time off of turn number 2 for Mueller. Mueller has had success running the high groove on this track. However, his momentum is being broken as the 99 of Fournier is pushing up the track in both 2 and 4.
Mueller is still turning the fastest time. He's just a tick quicker. He is faster than the top 2 cars, but he's got to somehow find a way around them.
Jesse Mueller in the 19 looks high again off of turn number 4. Now perhaps he looked like he was going to look low, but then he backed out of that move. Mueller in the number 19, again momentum broken as he looks high. You would think that he would try a low line, but now this time he's really into it off of turn number 4. And the front stretch, perhaps a slingshot move going to be tried by Jesse Mueller.
Nope.
No, he likes the high. He likes the high side of the track.
Now he's got him inside if he dives.
And
Nope.
the 19 of Mueller does not do that. He elects to keep it on the top of the track. It's not working for him. Now he's going to dive down to the inside. Mueller in the 19 dives down to the inside.
He's there.
He's got the 2nd spot.
That's a pretty darn good move by Jesse Mueller.
Jesse Mueller being patient, biding his time. He's got 3 laps left to try and catch up to the Huntley Trucking number 1.
Catch up.
Jake Branham.
He's there.
All over the back bumper. He tries that same move on Jake Branham. Can't get there yet. Popsicle sticks were out for Jake Branham. Jesse Mueller in the 19 with a good run off of turn number 2. Shoots even into turn number 3 into the lead. Jesse Mueller in the 19 has a rocket ship underneath him. White flag is out for Jesse Mueller with 1 lap to go. Jesse Mueller pulls away from the 1 of Jake Branham. No doubt about the winner at this point. The 19 of Jesse Mueller comes off of turn number 4. He wins it. Jake Branham second. Third to Sebastian Fournier. Fourth, Travis Bruno. Fifth, Lonnie Rivers. Sixth, Jamie LaFountain. Seventh, Chris Susi. Eighth, Eric Lozier. Ninth, Little Joe Daniels. Look out off of turn number 4. And look out, Joe LaTemplio in the infield. And
Modified division. Things weren't going so well in that division. Decided to move down to the Sportsman Modified class. Takes the victory lap around the Big A. And he really worked his way towards the front of the field. Had a good battle with Sebastian Fournier, the St. Leonard, Quebec driver, in the number 99. Quickly pulled onto the back of Jake Branham's number 1. Sized him up and then was able to blast pass off of turn number 2 down the backstretch to win for the first time this season. He won a Sportsman Modified race last September here at the Big A.
thank you very much. Jesse is taking the helmet off, taking the earplugs out. Let's have a nice round of applause for Jesse Mueller. Well, Jesse, you made the decision to hop down in the Sportsman Modified division, and it was a good decision as the car seems very fast, and you're picking up where you left off last season in this division with the car very fast.
Seems good to be back at Airborne and the winner's circle. We'll be here the rest of the year, I can promise that, and hopefully we'll be in the modifieds again next year. Just got to keep winning races, be up front, that's all.
Talk about the pass on the 99 car. I don't know if you remember the numbers as you go flying by these guys, but the pass on the 99 car, you were working behind them, and at first you wanted to look high, and you looked high for a few laps, but then you finally slingshot off of turn number 4, and that seemed to be the way to get around.
Well, he wasn't giving me the lane up high, so you got to figure him out, I guess, and get him next time too. So just got to keep digging. I got to thank my dad, my mom, and everyone that helps me. This the Mueller and Sons towing business got us up here. And you guys too, all you fans. Thanks for coming.
All right, well, congratulations on your first win of the year.
Thank you.
That's Jesse Mueller. He wins for the first time in 2000.
No, your aunt would not approve of Benny Hill.
Bradley and LaGrave. Here they come. Off of turn number 4. Down the front stretch. Green. Flag is out. Bradley takes the early lead. Here comes Josh Leclaire in the number 7. 3 and 4 wide at one point down the backstretch and into turn number 3. It settles to be 3 wide. Will it work? Yes, it will as they come off of turn number 4 and file in the line down the front stretch. The leader of lap number 1 is the 69 of John Bradley. Josh Leclaire is second, but how long is he going to be second? Because that car is fast, and he's looking down to the inside of Josh Bradley already. Eric Riel is third in the 02. Fourth is now the 14 of Rob Clark, as here comes Josh Leclaire down on the inside. Leclaire puts the nose down on the inside. They're side by side off of turn number 2 down the backstretch. Leclaire now sticks the nose in front, entering turn number 3. Eric Riel looking to move through on the inside with him. 3 wide for about the 7th spot. Dale O'Neill is the meat in the sandwich. Out front, it's Josh Leclaire. Second is the 69 of John Bradley. Eric Riel is third. Fourth is Rob Clark. Fifth is Eric Sales. Sixth down on the inside is the 54 of Jason Chris. Seventh is Ty Drown. Eighth is the 45B of Josh Laporte. Ninth is the 3 of Rob Sines, and Dirty Dale O'Neill rounds out your top 10. Eric Sales in the number 47 looks down on the inside of the 14 of Clark. He moves through as they now enter turn number 3. Jason Chris looks to finally complete the pass to the Ty Drown number 6. He does so off of turn number 4 and down the front stretch. Drown loses a spot to the 45B in the process. Adam Stickle, Fred Scuttle now a lap down. As the 27 holding his line down on the inside of the track. The 02 of Eric Riel now challenging down on the inside for that second spot. As before long, here comes the 47 of Eric Sales. 3 wide for the second spot as well as 3 wide for the fifth spot. They're going to part the 69 of Bradley, do the 02 of Riel and the 47 of Sales. Sales looks like he smacked the wall off of turn number 4. That didn't slow down his progress at all. Heavy lap traffic in front of the 7. Fred Scuttle, that is, receives the black flag. Timmy Supernaut goes a lap down. As Josh Leclaire in the number 7 was halfway that time by. Heavy lap traffic up in front of him as he's got to work around the 2 of Paul Baker, who's running a middle groove. He works around him with no problem. And then eventually the 07 of LaGrave. There's a battle mid-pack between the 3 and the 14. They've gotten together. Look out! Sideways on the front stretch. A good save by the 14 of Rob Clark as he keeps it back up to speed as he had a lot of help from the 3 of Rob Sines. Sines may have a right front down because he's off the pace. 5 laps to go for the 7 of Josh Leclaire. Leclaire driving away from the 47 of Eric Sales as Sales has had to work around a couple of lap cars. Heavy lap traffic up in front of the 7 of Leclaire as they're racing 2 and now 3 wide down the front stretch in front of the leader. Where is Leclaire going to go? He's going to dime in the corner and just fly by down the backstretch on the inside. Did not slow him down whatsoever. I'm not sure the 47 will be able to get through that smooth, as that was pretty easy for Josh Leclaire. As he's got just 3 more circuits around this racetrack. Josh Laporte and the 02 of Rio battle side by side for the 3rd spot. John Bradley watching that battle closely as he sits in 5th. Popsicle sticks are out this time by for the 7 of Josh Leclaire. 2 to go. Eric Sales in the 2nd spot. Not sure if he has anything or any cards to play, as he's got about a 10 car length disadvantage as Josh Leclaire works off of turn number 4 and the white flag is out. One more time around for Josh Leclaire. Hasn't been with us for a couple of weeks, but he's back tonight and he is running strong in that Ernie's Discount Tools number 7. Couple of lap cars up in front of him. Not sure it's going to be a real big factor, though, as he comes off of turn number 4. Josh Leclaire wins it. Eric Sales is 2nd. 3rd is going to be, look out, Ty Drown sideways. 3rd's Josh Laporte. 4th, Eric Rio. And 5th will be the 69 of John Bradley.
Number of cars. That was a pretty hard lick on the final lap going into turn number 4. Well, Josh Leclaire enjoying his victory lap with car number 7. Josh Leclaire is going to have to find an alternative route to get back to victory lane. They've asked him to move down.
Car. Let's hear it for him. Josh Leclaire, your winner. Congratulations, buddy. You're out a couple weeks, came back in grand style. Tell us about your number 7 car in your race.
Well, it was up and down all day long. We come out for practice, it was loose. Come out for another one, it was pushing. And then we come out for the heat race, and it's pushing even worse. I called my grandfather up on the phone. He gave me some advice. We did it on the car, and here we are sitting here in victory lane.
Could you feel Eric Sales coming from behind?
Absolutely. I come down the front stretch, and I looked in my mirror a couple times, and he was gaining and gaining, but I didn't think he had the time to get there. Luckily, he didn't.
No, he didn't. Congratulations, Josh Leclaire, his 3rd win of the season. Let's hear it for him. Up.
All right, thank you.